Cleveland, Ohio is the scene for the Rockets. A couple of former MVPs now together once again in the backcourt. Russell Westbrook and James Harden ready to roll as they ready themselves for action at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. Rockets, Cavs on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Rockets coach Mike D'Antoni is the modern-day godfather of pace and space. His teams in Phoenix popularized small ball, moving around and pushing the tempo in their 7 seconds or less offense. It's ironic that now his Houston team plays a much slower isolation style of basketball. But Kevin, that shows his flexibility and D'Antoni's ability to adapt to his personnel.
Whatever works, David. Thanks. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, these the new power rankings. They tell a great story. You look at the Nets. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And Houston, they've come out the gate strong. They have a roster that can continue to improve. So reasons for optimism abound here with this team.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Tucker and Capella are up front. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. And it's House in at the 3 slot. And for the Cavaliers, Osman outside at 3 with Nance down at the power forward spot. Porter is out there with Colin Sexton. And it's Henson in at the 5.
Well, you know, last season for the Rockets, not as strong as the season prior. 53 wins and 4th seed compared to 65 wins and the #1 seed in 2018. Still face the same fate in the playoffs, though. Not able to overcome the Warriors.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
Now here's Westbrook. Clock at 6. Capella kicks to Westbrook. Offensive rebound. Capella with the bucket.
Well, Capella's tenacity is so impressive. I mean, he's got an unlimited abundance of energy when it comes to offensive rebound.
Here's Sexton. On the wing, Porter. No good with the triple. Clark, for the Rockets, that was the 4th time in the last 5 years they've lost to the Warriors in the playoffs.
And it's easy to see why this team has become a bit obsessed with beating the Warriors. They've been unable to do it in 4 or 5 meetings. Team is still in a good spot to compete. I think they just need to tweak just a touch to maybe get over the hump.
Here's Henson. James Harden picking up that last basket. Sexton the pass to Henson. And John Henson with the slam.
And there's the patience you want to see from Sexton. Eyes up and finds the open man.
Harden outside. Pass to House. Kicks it to Westbrook. It's Harden with the drive. Good. A nice assist from Westbrook. Harden's got his 2nd basket of the night.
And, you know, Harden has that quick first step. Once he sees a lane to the rim, he's going to take it.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's Osman. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Clark, right around the halfway mark, and some players starting to feel a little bit beat up, taking those bumps and bruises. Is it hard to decide which injuries to play through versus the ones that make you sit and miss a game?
You know, I don't think so. If you're a younger player, it may be a little more difficult, but as you've spent time in the league, you know your body. You understand what's an ache and a pain and something you can play with, or an injury that really hampers you. So I think as you mature in the league, it becomes much easier to know what's an injury and what's something that you can work through.
That word tolerance becomes pretty important, doesn't it?
Yeah, and everybody's a little different in that regard, Kevin. Some guys have a high tolerance, others have a low or moderate. But again, it's about knowing your body.
And so he makes both from the line. Rockets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Now here's Westbrook. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. Here's Capella. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Here's Westbrook. Larry Nance making his last shot. Here's House. A second chance effort. And Harden. And the nice bucket inside. Harden's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Cleveland. The dish to Sexton. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Westbrook. And he jams it with authority.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Cavaliers trailing. Now Sexton. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
For Houston, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Passes it to Harden. Here is House. Capella kicks to House. Back to Capella. 5 to shoot. Here's Tucker. Cans the 12-footer.
Yeah, you know, we've seen Tucker extend his range over the years, but it's still not that extended. I mean, this in-between area is probably more his natural comfort zone.
Here's Sexton. The Rockets making the shot. Pass to Osman. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Free throws, such an important part of the game. Here are the league leaders in that department. James Harden, number 1.
And you simply got to avoid sending him to the line. Absolutely no one has better form from the stripe than he does.
Houston in the lead. Outside Westbrook. And there's the pass to House. Now Capella. Five on the clock. And here's Harden for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Rockets team.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it'll be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a feeling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
Now, here's Sexton. Following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Now, here's Sexton. He's guarded closely. Here's Osman, guarded by Tucker. And another miss by Cleveland. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. The 3 from Harden. Houston now working with the new shot clock. Here's Capella. And that one is off.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
And a wide open look for Porter. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Last outing for Houston, it was a loss to the Kings.
And that was a shocker. Hard to believe that they dropped the ball, so to speak, on that one. And probably a tough pill for them to swallow.
And to lose it like they did, too. Wow, right at the end, man, makes it even tougher to take.
Loves check in for the Cavaliers. Exum comes in for Jetty Osman. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
Now, here's Exum. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Sexton up top. He's guarded by Rivers. Stolen by Harden. Oh, and here comes Rivers all alone. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Rockets.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Here's Exum after Austin Rivers scored. Nance finds Porter. And here's Exum. Just 4 to shoot. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Harden with it. His last outing, 16 points for him. Over Nance. Houston gets it back. Capella, the pass to Rivers. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Rivers has got his second basket of the night.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Now here's Harden after Dante Exum's miss. Here's House. And that's collected by Love. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Capella sends it back. And that one's good by Porter.
He's trying to get it going offensively, but right now just 1 of 4 to start.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Rockets. He kicks it to House. Pass to Tucker. Inside. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
You know, we talk about Harden's skill set, which is superb, but there's no quit in this guy. He's got a great competitive spirit. And even when you bang him and bump into him, he just muscles through that and says, play on.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Zizic comes in for Nance, and it's Garland in for Colin Sexton. Houston also making some changes. Cephalosha comes in for P.J. Tucker, and Gordon subbed in for Danuel House.
You know, no matter how you feel about James Harden, you've got to respect his love for the game. I mean, he absolutely lives and breathes basketball, and that passion has driven him to become the player he is today.
Exum kicks to Garland. No good on the triple. Rockets leading by 5. Here's Gordon. The Rockets with another miss. And Clark, last year Harden was quoted in saying most players don't really love basketball.
Well, I don't know about most. That seems a bit extreme. Maybe he feels that they don't love it as much as he does, which certainly you could understand. But I can say that very few players have the drive and determination to improve their game the way Harden has. That's part of why he's been an MVP.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Garland. Clark, we know you have great passion for the game of basketball. Any passions that our fans may not know about?
Yeah, I enjoy golf. I'm an avid reader, as you well know, Kevin. We actually share book titles on occasion. Obviously, food is universal, and there's nothing I turn down. I try to eat certain things in moderation, but I enjoy board games, too. In terms of sports, I'm a fan of football, both college and pro. Enjoy playing golf, and board games and reading probably are what occupy my time.
Now here's Rivers. Really had troubles in the loss to Sacramento. On the wing, Gordon. A three-pointer, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Here's Porter. Here's Love. It's stolen by Green. Gordon against Porter. And it's Gordon missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Now, here's Garland, defended by Gordon.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Rockets leading by 3. Here's Rivers. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Eric Gordon on the wing. A beautiful reverse layup. And the Rockets lead by 5.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
The Cavaliers have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good. Garland. Both good from the line that time. And the Cavaliers this summer selecting point guard Darius Garland with the 5th overall pick. The second-year man, Colin Sexton, already on the roster. Greg, how do you see the fit between these two players?
Well, I mean, both are 6'2". The questions will come at the defensive end of the floor. Offensively, both show great promise as shooters, very scoring-minded guards, reminiscent possibly of a Lillard-McCollum pairing for the Blazers, which could be a roadmap for the Cavs.
And so here's Cleveland. The Rockets making the shot. There's Porter with the 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now, here's Garland, trying to claw his way back after a terrible showing in that loss to Boston. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Harden.
His assist numbers in the past 5 games have gone in the wrong direction. He's been out of sync with his teammates, sort of playing on an island instead of as part of a 5-man unit.
Now here's Rivers. On the wing, Gordon. That's tipped. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Man, it's so good to see how Dellavedova plays to his strengths, guys. I mean, specifically how he finds the open man. Nice.
Now here's Rivers. Right side, Gordon. Takes the 3. Shoots from the block. McLemore's checked in for the Rockets. And Love's got the ball here for Cleveland. Trailing by 5. Garland kicks to Love. Now Garland. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
You know, Love is, as we've seen, a solid passer for a big man. Great at breaking down the defense and firing the pass to an open teammate.
Capella. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Dellavedova dishes to Garland. Passes to Love. His first shot coming late. No good on that one. It could go. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. James Harden getting it done for Houston. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Now a chance to hear shooting guard Eric Gordon talk about their key to winning.
It's all about not making mistakes, getting rebounds, and getting good stuff to really push the pace up. And I think when we do that, we always are at our best.
And, Greg, nowadays it's all about pushing the pace.
And it's an offensive-oriented league now. When you execute and really look to attack, it puts the opposition on their heels.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
Just cashing in on second-chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for Cleveland, Ashman and Love are the forwards. Garland is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Zizic in at the 5 down low.
And what a journey it's been for Austin Rivers since being drafted 10th overall back in 2012. Looked like he might not have what it takes to be an NBA player early, but he persevered and is now an integral part of this group.
First free throw is good. And with Rivers, he's never given up on himself and continued to add to his game. Even, Greg, as he's gone from team to team.
You know, he's shown that he can function as either the point or off guard and still give great production from either spot. And as he grows older, you could see him being a top-level sixth man for the rest of his career.
And, you know, guys, you look at the Rockets, they've been in the midst of a great championship window. A lot of teams have been trying to avoid going for titles against the Warriors. The Rockets have been in win-now mode, very aggressive in trying to get to the top.
Now here's Green. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Cephalosha. Up and in on the layup.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. And Clark, you have to admire the Rockets for not shying away from the challenge of keeping up with a great team like Golden State.
Yeah, I have great respect for the Rockets, guys, because they've come as close as any team in the West to knocking off the Warriors. You know, they took them to a Game 7 and also had a chance in last season's playoffs when KD was injured. I think you've got to admire their competitive spirit and not backing down.
Right, you're right, Clark. It's Rivers on the wing. He's got 5. 6 on the shot clock. There's Green with the 3, and that's collected by Love. Love's got 4 rebounds now tonight. John Henson's checked in for Kevin Love. And a switch here also for Houston. Russell Westbrook's checked in for Austin Rivers. The Cavaliers trail by 3. And here is Garland. Lays it up and banks it in. Garland's got 9.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Pass to Cephalosha. Back to Westbrook. And Henson sends it back.
Hey, that reach of Henson, remarkably long, unbelievably long. And that allows him to wipe away shots effectively.
Osman kicks to Dellavedova. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. To the inside, it's stolen by Capella. And here we go. Fast break. McLemore's got it. And here's what the Cleveland Cavaliers schedule looks like. On Thursday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
That free throw good from McLemore. Clark, what would your dream backcourt look like? If you were going to design one, what would it look like?
Well, they'd have good size and athleticism, somewhere in that 6'3" to 6'6" range, and the ability to make plays for themselves and others, and also be very solid at the defensive end. You know, you think about some guys that would fit that bill. I look at a guy like Malcolm Brogdon, who really gives it to you in multiple ways as a backcourt player. And I like the scoring of Damian Lillard.
Agreed. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. But players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. And some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. Now, Exum. James Harden missing on the three. Exum passes to Nance. He dishes it to Henson. 3 on the clock. Ring shot on the way. That's short off the rim.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
Here's Harden. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
And he makes the first.
You know, what's most impressive about Harden to me is his versatility as a scorer. I mean, he's a remarkable combo guard with great size and strength and very efficient on the offensive end.
Sexton, he's checked in for Garland. And both free throws good for James Harden.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case, Greg. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
It's Westbrook with the drive, and Westbrook throws it down.
Man, I tell you what, one of the things I love about Westbrook is the ferocity with which he attacks the rack. When he's driving inside, he's trying to punish the defender and the basket.
And it's Exum with the ball, who will bring it up for Cleveland. 4-point game. And Nance kicks to Sexton. Here's Exum, and good that time. Exum's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
The three from Harden. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback. And the Rockets lead by 4.
And, you know, that's the hustle and nose for the ball that P.J. Tucker possesses. You've got to get a body on him.
Sexton dishes to Exum. To the paint. Here's Henson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Take a break.
Well, it definitely was a disappointing part of his game this year. Not the numbers he was hoping for from the stripe.
That's good from Henson.
The former Tar Heel, John Henson, is incredibly efficient on both ends of the court.
Henson hits them both. Rockets have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Here is House. 11 points for him in that last game against Sacramento. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
And you look at Capella. He's not quite there, but he's very close to a spot in the starting lineup for the West.
And to have the great season he's having and still not crack the top 5, that just tells you a lot about how terrific some of the other Western Conference players have been.
A great All-Star weekend it'll be. We'll keep you updated as we get closer. The pass to House. Back to Harden. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
I've got a word for Harden. It's indefatigable. Say that real fast, which basically means he's tireless. Even when he's carrying the whole offense, he's got great energy and stamina.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. Zone defense, Clark, being played now by a lot of teams. It's amazing that even with that, the point totals just continue to rise.
And you know what? I attribute the point totals continuing to rise to a couple of things. One, the volume of three-point shots that are being taken. And I think teams are playing at a little faster pace universally. You don't see as much walking the ball up the floor as I think you may have seen in years past.
Eric Gordon, he's checked in for McLemore. Rockets leading by 7. Outside Westbrook. Kicks it to Harden. Outside Gordon. Here's Tucker. Houston now working with the new shot clock. It's good. And now it's a 9-point Rocket lead.
They continue to be outworked and outmuscled on the backboard.
Guys, it is not that complicated. When a shot goes up, hit and go get. That means hit your man and then go get the ball.
Now here's Exum. To stop the run. Got a hand on it. Gordon with it. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Boy, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Here's Sexton. Following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Sexton, here's Nance. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, this league is in good shape when you talk about guys like Nance. The consummate role player does everything that's asked of him.
Now here's Harden. 16 points for him. And it's Westbrook again missing.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Sexton deciding where to go with it. Now here's Exum. Defense right on him. Shot clock at 6. Oh, Nance in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And I like that play. Nance on the roll, great athleticism, tough to defend.
And Westbrook, here we go. And that one's good. House has got his second bucket.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Now here's Sexton. Man's trying to break loose. The shot, no good. And it's Houston the other way. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Now, here's Sexton. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
And it's great to see Sexton slashing inside with that quickness and athleticism. Boy, he is tough to contain.
Outside Gordon. Pass to House. Out left to the wing. Here's Westbrook. Misses off the left iron. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Here's Osman. Eric Gordon with the rebound. Houston's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And that one's good. House has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Now here's Sexton. He has 6. Here's Henson. He feeds it to Nance. Here's Osman. His last outing, he had 8 points. Tries yet again. The shot's good from Nance. Nance has got 10 points.
Boy, he's doing everything he can. At this point, the rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
There's 1:38 left in the first half. Now, here is Harden. He's tightly guarded. It's good from Gordon on the assist by Harden. Harden's got his 3rd assist on the night. The Cavaliers trail by 14. Well, when he came into the league, Eric Gordon was tagged as a shooter. Now he's been shooting more than ever.
And Gordon the last few seasons has been shooting, how about this, over 8 threes a game. His success rate with them has gone up and down over the years, but one thing is for sure, he always has the green light.
Timeout called, Cleveland. Well, Eric Gordon is the kind of player that you absolutely do not go under on a screen. He'll pull up from deep.
Yeah, he's got great range, and you watch the former Hoosier shoot, and you see how much he uses his legs. Gordon's liable to take a shot from any distance in the gym. I mean, he's got that kind of range, and his form is very efficient, and his confidence is sky high.
Here's Westbrook after the Cavaliers pick up 3. There's 57 seconds left in the first half. The shot. Almost, but it rolls out.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
And so Green will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Gordon kicks to Green. Back to Gordon. Over quarter, and he gets it to go from the high post. 7 points for Eric Gordon.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
11 feet away. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut back down to 11 now as they get an important basket that time from Love. For 3, Westbrook, and that shot was up in time but doesn't go in. And we finished one half of basketball. Rockets lead by 11. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kevin. How do you guys get back in this game after the first half?
Thanks, Josh. I mean, we're getting good ones. I don't know what it is. We had a day off. Just need to get our legs under us in the second half, come out, go on a big run like we usually do, and we'll be fine.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks a lot, Kevin. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. James Harden was the man in the first. He had 16 points, 3 steals, and 3 rebounds. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Rockets?
Yeah. James Harden feeling all the feels. Gets in that headspace where he's taking over. He's prolific, but also efficient. Terrific first half.
And Kenny, what'd you see from Cleveland?
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see any. The perimeter offense they're running, you could scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets in transition.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And on the floor for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Tucker and Capella are up front. And it's House in at the 3 spot. The open look here for Sexton. No good on the 3. Houston leading by 11. Here's Harden. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Nance.
Hey, Harden is seeking contact. He is hunting bodies when he drives. He's so good at just getting his body into the path of the defense.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good from Harden. That one is no good. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Porter outside, and the 3 ball is good. Porter's got 10 points.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Westbrook double teamed. Passes it to Capella. Here's Tucker. Count it. He's got 8.
And though lacking some height, Kevin, Tucker has the bounce, the reach, and the strength and attitude to do damage inside.
Now here's Porter. Sexton up top, guarded by Tucker. Now Sexton from deep. Rockets with the rebound. Capella's got 11 rebounds in the game. Harden the pass to Tucker. Right block shot. And it's Osman with the rebound. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Sexton. Nailed from 3-point land.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 8. And here's Sexton. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Down low. And Tucker kicks to Capella. It's stolen by Nance. And they're pushing it up. Here's Sexton. That shot off. Great D that time from Westbrook.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
And Porter, here we go. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Count it. Good.
Well, you know, for so long, Mike D'Antoni has been a vanguard on NBA offense. His teams have always played great offense, moving, spacing, dynamic players. Defense has not been at the level of offense, but I think he's actually improved as a coach in that area as well.
Now here's Porter. He's got 10. Just 5 on the clock. Fires from the wing. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's and Clark, part of it for D'Antoni is that he is delegating defensive duties.
Yeah, and I like that, Kevin. He's made sure to have a defensive coordinator on his staff, delegating that role and responsibility. He thinks and knows that his team is better off that way.
And it's Osman missing. Houston leading by 10. In the corner, Harden. Tucker. And it's Osman with the rebound. Cleveland's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. For Cleveland, they have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. Catching up on the changes for Houston. McLemore's checked in for P.J. Tucker, and it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Rivers with it. He's got 5. Pass to McLemore. Harden with it. Nice D from Porter. Here's Osman, guarded by McLemore. Here's Nance. Here's Henson, and John Henson with the slam.
Yeah, I like the size and length and bounce of Henson, and he's able to use that to be a force on the glass.
Now here's Rivers. Here's the pass to Capella. He kicks it to McLemore. Harden outside. Over Porter. It's a hand on it, and it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can, Kevin. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
And the Cavaliers call time here. And with Clint Capella, it's easy to see what an important piece of this team he is.
Yeah, it really is, guys, because when he's off the floor, there's a clear difference in how his team plays. I mean, he fits in so well and gives the Rockets exactly what they need, finishing at the rim out of pick and rolls, and then a terrific rim protector as well.
Exum, he's checked in for Cleveland. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. Here are the team leaders in steals. You need to play heads up against these squads. The Rockets 4th.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
Now here's Nance. He's got 10. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Here's Sexton. It's good from long range. Sexton's got 12 in the game.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Now here's Harden. He's got 19. And McLemore kicks to House. Poked loose. It's stolen by Nance. They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Sexton. And another three for Cleveland.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now here's Rivers, defended by Sexton. Now Rivers. He's got 5. 6 to shoot. Here is House, covered by Nance. And that one's good. House.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
And here's Exum. Dishes it to Porter. Over Harden. Here's Nance. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That's on Clint Capella. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Houston.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
And also, their second chance points have been a story all night as well. That's just pure effort and hustle.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Love's checked in for John Henson. And it's Garland in for Sexton. And it's tied up with that one. The Rockets have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Capella.
He's really made that a focus of his game these past few years, and it's paid big-time dividends for him. He's become a much better rebounder, and it's increased his value as a player by leaps and bounds.
The first one falls.
Really appreciate the all-around game of Gordon. He's an underrated defender, but a dynamic scorer.
Ante Zizic is checked in for the Cavaliers. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Dante Exum. Gerald Green, he's checked in for Houston. All free throws good from Eric Gordon. Cleveland's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Dellavedova, the pass to Porter. With some arc, rebounded by Capella. Capella's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. The drive by Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And Gordon has the burst of speed you like to see in a guard. Excellent at knifing through the defense to the cup.
Cleveland's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Green, the pass to Cephalosha. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. Green, and Green slams it in.
Green can unleash the hammer, fellas. A ferocious dunker since he stepped foot in the league.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Garland, the pass to Zizic. For 3, Love. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Cephalosha finds Rivers. Now, here's Capella. Outside Gordon. Lets it go from deep. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Loving the energy
right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
And here is Garland after Eric Gordon hit the three. Cleveland moving the ball around. Here's Dellavedova, and he banks in the layup. Dellavedova's got his first bucket of the night.
And I think Dellavedova just loves to get hit. He welcomes contact. I mean, he's skilled at powering through the defense, but he relishes contact at times, I think.
And he gets it to go. 16 points for Eric Gordon.
Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. And the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now, and so far, no go.
Now here is Dellavedova. Pass to Love. Lets it fly from 18. And that one goes long. Rockets leading by 7. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Passes it to Rivers. On the wing, Cephalosha. Outside, Green. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got 6 rebounds in the game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Count that one.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
For Houston, they've gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Here's Cephalosha. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And 74%, yeah, you know, so-so. He probably wouldn't mind seeing it a little bit higher.
And boy, I tell you what, he's really coming to his own this year. I mean, that is an enormous step up from what he shot at the line last season.
First one falls for him.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Houston. Westbrook comes in for Rivers. Cephalosha hits both of them.
And good job bringing that free throw percentage up here in the second half. Doing a great job at the line.
Here's Garland. Westbrook pulls it in. Rockets leading by 7. And Gordon gets it to go in on the assist by Westbrook. Gordon's got 11 points here in just the second half. Dellavedova with the ball. We've got 1:28 left to play here in the third. Feeds to Love. Over Cephalosha. They grab their own miss. Here's Zizic. Love trying to break loose. The shot's good from Zizic.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
On offense, here are the Rockets. They're on a 15-6 run. Westbrook kicks to Green. Left side, Gordon. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Gordon's got a great ability to draw contact. You got to respect that. He's an aggressive scorer who makes it tough on the defense, even if they get physical with him.
For Houston, they have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Houston. They've led by as many as 14 points. Good work there as it goes. And that's 21 points for Eric Gordon.
Gordon with surgeon-like precision scoring the ball. Man, I love watching this guy work.
36 seconds left to play in the third. Garland, the pass to Love. Shot clock at 5. Here's Dellavedova, 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Dellavedova's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, solid shot making from Dellavedova. He's really improved that mid-range shot of his.
Green inside the three-point line. No good there. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Rockets ahead, leading by 8. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Cleveland. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a two-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Ashman and Love are the forwards. Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Garland. And it's Zizic in at the center filling out the middle. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Now here is Dellavedova. Pass to Osman. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Houston. Tucker's got his 6th rebound on the night.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Here's Osman, and he uses the glass on the layup. Osman's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Cavs. Now here's Westbrook. And it's Gordon missing.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
That free throw, no good. And Cleveland making a change here. Sexton's checked in. James Harden, he's checked in for the Rockets. And the second free throw, good. Rockets leading by 5. Westbrook passes to Gordon. The kick out to Westbrook. Drills the three-pointer.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
And there's Sexton. That's good on the assist by Garland.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Now here's Westbrook. At the elbow, Harden. Over Sexton. Westbrook can't get it to go. The Cavaliers trail by 6. And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That's his first foul. A different look now for Cleveland. John Henson's checked in for Ante Zizic. Nance comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Dante Exum in for Garland. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Capella's checked in. Here's Osman. Here's Exum. And another miss by Cleveland. Houston leading by 6. There's the lob to the hoop. And it's Osman with the rebound. Cleveland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Sexton. Guarded closely. Nance outside. Clock at 6. From past the arc. That shot off the mark. Harden with the defensive effort.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
2 points. That one goes.
Kevin, it doesn't really matter if you body harden up. He's committed to scoring the basketball, and his concentration allows him to do so. And, you know, you look at the way Clint Capella's offensive role has expanded the last few years. He's great in the pick and roll as an option at the top of the key, and he's actually seeing more and more touches as a finisher at the rim. The next step in his development being a back-to-the-basket scorer.
One shot.
And with Capella, Clark, the numbers don't lie. He is a big factor on offense now.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I mean, his hands have gotten better. That's not something you can always see in a big guy, is improvement in his hands, but he's gotten better in catching and finishing. I love the way he moves and is always ready for the pass. He catches some tough stuff in traffic, and he gives you all of this at the offensive end with high-level defense, too.
Westbrook dishes to Harden. Here's Capella. And he goes big with the dunk right over John Henson.
Boy, Capella's so special. Great strength, good focus, especially when he's being defended like that. That's good work there.
Now here's Exum, guarded by Harden. Knocked loose, stolen by Harden, stolen by Henson. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Yeah, they're starting to go in the wrong direction in terms of turnovers. It's slowly becoming a problem.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Westbrook passes to Tucker, and Henson sends it back. And the pass to Exum. That one goes in.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. They've led by as many as 14 points. The shot by House is no good. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Here's Exum. Pass to Nance. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That free throw good from Nance. So he gets them both. Houston leading by 5. Here's Harden. And he goes big with the dunk right over John Henson.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
The Cavaliers trail by 8. The feed now to Sexton. And Nance kicks to Osman. And he's good on the 3-ball.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And for the Rockets, they're shooting a pedestrian 36% in the 4th quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Pass to House. And here's Tucker. Just 5 to shoot. Now the dish to Harden. Shoots over Exum. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And that's now 27 points for James Harden. For Cleveland, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Good on the bucket.
And scoring the ball extremely well. I don't think the defense is getting up into Nance enough. Got to turn up the burners a little more.
Now here's Westbrook. Capella, the pass to Tucker. Now here is Harden. Defense is right there. And Tucker kicks to Harden. That one, no good. Cavaliers go the other way with it. And the foul on Harden. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
It's stolen by Capella.
He's lost his concentration in the second half, and we can see that in the turnovers piling up. Before the break, he had just 1. Now he's got a bunch.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. Now Sexton. Henson the pass to Osman. Exum with a wide open look. And it's off from 3-point range. For Houston, they've gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the 4th. And Henson sends it back. Now Cleveland moving it up. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Porter's checked in for Exum. Nance, no good on the free throw. Houston leading by 5. Double team on Westbrook. It's House outside. And Henson pulls it down. Henson's got 11 rebounds in the game. And Porter, here we go. Here's Nance. It's good, and that takes him to 77% shooting this game. 10 for 13.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Now here's Westbrook. Kicks to House. Now here's Tucker. Not a lot of room. The Rockets with another miss.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Jumps up, rips down the breakaway slam.
Really good to see Harden get nasty on defense. He's got quick instincts and quick hands, and I like how he pilfers it on occasion.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Cavaliers. Trailing by 5. Henson finds Sexton. Now Nance. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. It's Harden with the drive and the jam by Harden.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Here's Osman. And there's a whistle. That goes on Daniel House. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second. Rockets leading by 6. Outside Westbrook. Henson against Capella. Back to Westbrook. The 3. Cans it from downtown. Westbrook's got 6 in the quarter.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Sexton the pass to Osman. Back to Sexton. Stolen by Westbrook. And it's Houston on the break. House has got the ball, and they pick up 2. And it's an 11-point Houston lead.
Capella is getting better at sharing the ball, wanting to improve that part of his game.
Cleveland's gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Westbrook with the steal. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Now, here's Sexton. Over Westbrook. 8 for 15 with that made basket, but he's not satisfied yet.
A dangerous scorer from mid-range. Sexton loves to take that shot when he gets it in rhythm.
Westbrook passes to Capella. The putback. Houston gets it back.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Houston leading by 9. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
And you know, Kevin, Harden's ball handling is absolutely off the chain insane. I mean, easily carving up the defense. Superb control. Got it on the string.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden.
And, Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
They'd lost 2 straight coming into this one, and he knew he needed to put his foot down. He's shown leadership tonight, getting them back on the winning track. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to listen in on John Beilein's huddle with his team. He is not happy with the turnovers. He said, we have got to get some shots. It's as simple as that, guys. Play smart and value the basketball. We'll see if the message sunk in, Kevin.
Now, here's Sexton. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Houston's gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Here's Tucker. The three-pointer off the mark. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Oh, Nance in position. And another steal for him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
And the dunk by Capella.
He's a high percentage scorer for a reason now. Capella, an alley-oop specialist.
1:58 left in the 4th. The Cavaliers shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Now, here's Sexton. He's covered by Westbrook, and the shot goes in.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Rockets leading by 9. Double team on Westbrook. .135 left in the 4th quarter. It's House outside. And Henson pulls it down. Henson's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after. Osman, the pass to Porter. Harden with the defensive effort.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Pass to Tucker. To the middle. It's stolen by Nance. 1:04 left to play in the final quarter. There's Porter with the three. No good. Westbrook with the nice D there. Sexton grabs the board. And Capella sends it back.
Over a 7'4" wingspan for Clint Capella. That's long, folks, and makes him an intimidating shot blocker.
Here's Harden. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed it.
Maybe at this point, not much of a chance for a comeback.
Yeah, you got a better chance of walking through a lion's den with pork chop underwear on.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Knight against Frazier. Wade trying to break free. Stolen by Dellavedova. Knight in the corner. Plenty of space. That one no good. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Russell. Congrats on the win. How are you guys able to stay in front down the stretch?
Just try to be aggressive. And we did a good job of, all game of staying aggressive. Our defense was key towards the end, and we did a good job of closing the game out.
Great effort at both ends, Russell. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.